Forever. Dog.
Hi, Betsy.
Hi, Dar.
This is Done.
It's a podcast about things we're done with. Every week, we have a guest come on, and they tell us what they are done with.
We discuss it at length. Betsy and I decide what thing they should be the most done with, and then we say goodbye.
And that's really it.
It's fun.
It's loose.
It's no frills. It's a party.
It's a party. How's your week going?
Excuse me?
How's it going?
Say what? My week is going very well. I was just in Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
And 'twas an amazing trip, Betsy. I have to say, the Swedes, how do I say this? You know how men talk about like Brazil is just this land full of like all Giselle Bündchens and they're all just like gorgeous women walking around? Sweden is like that, but for men. So the women, yes, are beautiful, but the men are just like sexual centerpieces. Like they dress in a way that is gorgeous. They act in a way that is gorgeous. They're incredible.
Wow. And you were out to dinner with your mom, and you were texting me that you kept ordering wine because the server was so hot.
Oh, I was texting you? My mom was overwhelmed because it was like our first night out, and the server was actually paying attention to us. Mind you, we were the only people in this bar. He was very good looking, and my mom was like, he is so into you, Dara. He is obsessed with you, and he's flirting with you. And I'm like, no, he's just being nice to us because we're the ugliest people in the country right now. And so we wound up getting so drunk that night.
Did he give you anything for free?
No, absolutely not. He was not interested in us sexually. We were with him. But the best part was, so when you land in Stockholm, there is just a wall of like huge poster size pictures of like influential Swedes. And they're all gorgeous one after the other. It's like whoever rocket scientist, like gorgeous person, like an actor, gorgeous person. And I was struck by this guy named Jans Lapidus. He was like the sexiest man I've ever seen. His eyes, these blue eyes, they just like hit you to your core. And then when I was talking to my mom, we took separate flights to Sweden and we met there. We were talking about like how all the gorgeous Swedes kind of meet you at the airport. And she's like, did you see Lapidus? Like we both were struck by Lapidus. And then like, for some reason, whenever you're a Jew in like any country, like where there aren't a lot of Jews, like you just like bring up that you're Jewish all the time to anybody and try to find out if like anybody's Jewish and what the Jewish history is. And so by the end of the trip, we're both like obsessed with this Lapidus guy, and we hope we see a picture of him on the way back, but we missed it. So we both separately searched him on Wikipedia. And Lapidus is Jewish. And he's like a famous author.
Wow.
Like a crime thriller author. So he's like the perfect man. Jans Lapidus.
So are you going to try to hook up?
He's married. I've like Googled so much about him.
So are you.
So yeah, I guess if we're both married, maybe. And if he's Jewish, why not?
I think the last name Lapidus is really creepy.
Talk to me about that.
It sounds like pee-pee hole.
Well, in Swedish, do you know what it means?
Penis?
Pee-pee hole. Yeah.
Okay, wait. So every time you travel, you have a problem with the room. And by that, I mean you attract weird living situations when we go away.
Yes, that's true.
Did this happen there?
I feel like I am like giving witness testimony right now. Like, am I like
Did
under
this
indictment?
happen there
Jesus.
or not?
Yes, it happened. Jesus. First hotel, Stockholm, fine. Second hotel, Gothenburg. Haunted ghost mansion, crazy place.
Did you come in contact with a ghost?
Not in contact, but I know their presence was there.
Did it scare you?
No.
Or did it make you horny?
Neither. We just kind of wanted our alone. Like I tried to. So we stayed in this hotel that like was an old train station or something.
Scary.
And it looks really modern upon entering. But then like we got our hotel room key and it was like The Shining. It was a hallway that never ended. And we walked like miles from the elevator to get to our door. And my mom was pissed and I was pissed that my mom was pissed. And we were in the attic and like the ceilings were slanted. So we walk like the mile back. We're getting our 10,000 steps. And my mom like, so if my mom's complaining, I can't be there. So I was like, I have to stand far away from you while you're complaining to like the hotel lobby people because like I will like start like yelling at you because out of like embarrassment. And so she gets us another room and we're like, great. And it's in another wing. That's supposed to be great. So we walk like in a totally different direction, like through this huge courtyard that's covered in like a weird auditorium with like bar mitzvah, like Swedish bar mitzvahs happening. And we find this elevator bank in a place where an elevator bank should not be. It's like all mirror covered. It's really scary. And then we walk another mile to our hotel room, which is the biggest, tallest room I've ever seen. Like it's like an old church. It's like a chapel. And there are ghosts in there. It's like just covered in like old tapestry curtains. And we had to like climb up to open the windows and air it out from the ghosts.
So did you look up if it was haunted while you were staying there?
No, we only looked up Lapidas.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So do you know for a fact that it was haunted?
What? Why are you asking me like that?
Do you? I'm scared.
I just know it was haunted. Like I didn't like Wikipedia it, but I know it was haunted.
Well, I mean, I'm asking because weren't you interested?
Yeah, but Bets, maybe you've never been haunted by something. You don't have to look it up. You just know it's haunted.
Right.
Okay. Am I under arrest? Like, what's going on here? Can I leave? Do I have to call a lawyer?
Well, sometimes I'm like, oh, this feels haunted. I wonder what was here. That's all. Because I feel
it's
like
haunted by like a train, like an old train is there.
Right. Okay.
Some old Swedish trains.
I get it.
What's going on with you, Bets?
Oh, nothing. Same old, you know. I recently feel done with, I did an Airbnb with my family, and the damn cleaning fee was $250 through Airbnb. And then the guy made us wash all of this sheets and towels.
No, if you're paying that much, they can wash it.
Yeah, so I'm totally done with Airbnb. You pay more than you would for a hotel.
Well, we've been done with Airbnb since there was a rat
know.
infestation in a house that I booked for us.
I can't get over these people at Airbnb.
Can you negotiate with Airbnb?
No. Like, you should be able to be like, I'll make a bid. This place isn't rented for the weekend, you know?
Yeah.
But I think you're better off doing like VRBOs, realtors, and hotels.
What's the difference between VRBO and Airbnb?
No cleaning fee for one. And I think somebody lists you. I don't think it's like the owners listing themselves. No, I think I'm wrong. I think you can list your own on VRBO, but I'm not really sure what the difference is. Not as hip.
Interesting. Are you done with anything else?
I think that's all I'm done with right now. Oh, I'm done with when I'm like with friends and they're like, let's watch something. And then they're on their phones the whole time. I'm like, why the fuck do I have to sit here with you if you're going to be on your phone?
Are you confronting me right now?
No. In general.
Okay.
Like my family does it too. They're like, let's watch something. And then everyone's on their phone and it drives me crazy.
Oh, yeah. If Lincoln's making me watch something and then he's like playing baseball on his phone, I'm like, no.
I'm like, then I want to watch something by myself and it'll be Teen Mom. Because if finale's next week and I am like I'm like losing my shit over Tyler moving out.
What? I'm so behind. He's moving out on her. I mean, she's moved out on him a long time ago, emotionally.
That's the thing.
Holy, give me just a quick recap.
30 days they're taking apart.
See, everything they do has to be in the form of rehab.
It does.
And he's just like,
Yeah,
I
it
can't
does.
be your rehab.
And she's really upset. She's like really pissed. And he's like, I don't really give a crap. I'm doing
Good
something for
him.
myself.
Good for him.
And she's like so upset and I'm over her right now. But
Were they
I
in
love
like
her.
a Chili's while it was happening?
They haven't gone out in like 3 episodes.
Well, you know they're ordering in then.
Gary found his dad.
I thought he found his...
And
Wait,
also,
who wasn't his dad?
Also, Amber's husband is like the world's biggest man and Gary's number 2.
I bet Gary's like, it's cool that there's a bigger guy than me.
He's totally bigger than Gary.
He's like, good luck pushing out that baby, Amber. Oh, she had the baby already.
Wait, what did you ask me about Gary's dad?
The last time I saw Gary's dad, he learned he wasn't Gary's dad. And everyone was just like, well, let's...
Yeah, Lee or whatever his name was. Yeah, he was upset.
He's like, my dad, like...
He's never been mentioned ever again, that guy.
That guy.
Like, some people are upset. They think, like, the season seems so scripted. But I'm like, they need direction.
Yeah, these people don't leave their couches.
Right.
Like, they need a little production.
Like, yeah.
The only person actually serving drama was Farrah, and it was too much.
Ew, and that's Bristol. Over her ass. Over her ass.
I think that's why I haven't watched, because I don't want to watch Bristol Palin.
To be honest, she's like not in it that much. And Cheyenne is a great new character.
Okay.
She's really good. I really like her on the show.
That's great.
That's it.
I have one more done. My own done. I am done with people this is a dog related one, when you're like introducing your dogs, because the dogs like see each other on the street and the dogs go up to each other and
I hate watching this.
Oh, it's like, oh, this is Ralphie, oh, this is Oakley, and then the other person being like, and I'm Diane, like being above it, that like, hey, like I'm a human, like acknowledge my existence. And it's like, we're not gonna talk again. It's about the dogs. I don't need to know your name, bitch.
That's really weird.
People do that all the time.
But like, if you're dog walkers, you're not going to sit there and have a conversation.
Well, a dog walker usually knows, like, you usually know it's a dog walker. Because
Yeah,
there's
that's
like more
true.
than
That's
one
true.
usually.
And they have janitor keys.
And then you have to be like, and then for a split second, I'm like, should I lie about my name or tell the truth?
Ew.
I'm Dara. Let's go, Oakley. Like, this person just invaded my space.
Yeah. Also, remember when we were in North Carolina, we ran into a golden on the street. Whenever me and Dara see a dog, we like lose our minds. And we saw a golden on the street. We lose our minds. I'm petting the dog. Dara's talking to the owner. I don't know if we've already said this.
It was a Jans Lapidus. He was so hot.
Yes. And I'm like, the dog was really hot too. So I was talking to the dog.
I was talking to the owner.
And then the dog started biting my coat and like dragging me down the street.
But like, me and the owner did not notice because we were enamored with each other.
I kept being like, oh, he has my hand. He has my hand. He has my coat. He has my coat. And the dog would not let go. And the guy goes, yeah, he likes doing that. And then him and Dara kept talking. And I was getting like, like mauled in the woods by this like fluffy golden, and no one knew or cared.
And I was like, she does that all the time too.
But I weirdly understood.
Yes, thank you for letting that happen.
Okay, so for the next segment of the pod, we're going to read other people's duns. And what's great about this is you guys keep submitting them, and it's so wonderful to read what you guys are done with. Because it's really not just us, Dara. Other people are done with stuff too.
So many people are done. So
yeah, so keep submitting at DonePod or to our personal Instas or Twitters.
Other people's duns, not mine, not yours. Other people's duns, not mine, not yours. Knock, knock.
Clay is done with Chinese takeout. It's never good. I disagree, but
Wow.
I get that.
Blanket statement.
Blanket
Clay.
statement. As are all dones.
Oh, I know. That's true. Eric is officially done with people asking, does that make sense after every statement they make?
I do that all the time. It's really bad.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? No, it actually doesn't make sense. Lauren is done with hold on to your keys, your meester.
Oh,
no. I was
Lauren,
saying
you're pissing me off.
I was saying
You're pissing me off.
Hold on. I was saying to you, prefacing her done because you're going to be pissed at her
I
done.
know.
Oh, I thought you thought I was saying she's done with that phrase. Oh, okay.
Absolutely did not think somebody submitted, I'm done with hold on to your keister, meister.
Okay, so Lauren submitted, hold on to your pants. She's done with kombucha.
Is there an explanation?
Period.
I need more
Mic drop.
No, I need more.
That's it.
I'm sure she's done with the price.
I actually know for a fact she got some kombucha for free and didn't find it refreshing.
It's not supposed to be refreshing.
Well, there you go.
All right, fine. More on that later. Evan is done with overpriced bagel sandwiches. And to that, I say this. I keep unspending $8 per bagel at my bagel place, and I can't stop. Like
Do you get it
once a
scooped?
week.
Do you even pay to like have some of the bagel removed?
No.
And you're getting a vegan spread. That's what's costing you.
Oh, honey. And the vegetables are $2 each.
Like a cuke or a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
It's a
kind-
lot.
I know.
You might as well get a bagel than like run across the street to Chipotle and put some toppings on there.
Right.
Henrik's J is done with having to wait 2 weeks to come to NYC. He's visiting his twin. Okay, well, by the time this pod is out, you'll be in NYC. Have a great time. Visit the High Line, babe.
Also, Henrik's J is done with paying for refills on chips at Mexican restaurants, which is a crime.
We've had that before, though.
Oh.
We've had a lot of issues with chips and the amount of dip or vice versa.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Jeff is done with people in a shared Uber/Lyft who spend the whole ride sniffling up their snot instead of blowing their nose.
That was me in a Lyft recently with a very hot dude, and I was just like pretending I didn't care that he was hot and sniffling up my snot instead of blowing it. I mean, where was I going to blow it?
Exactly. That's what I think too. And like the heat, as soon as you get in a car, usually makes you sniffly.
Exactly. Boy, was that a great ride.
Alicia's done with tip options when you're checking out anywhere on Earth when a tip isn't necessarily warranted.
Yeah, like who's getting those tips at a place where, like at a retail store?
Right. Like those owners should be paying their employees more and not putting that as an option on receipts.
Not good. Aaron is done. Oh, Betsy, hold on to your keister, bitch. Aaron is done with people. Sorry. Aaron is done with people who pretend to be vegan.
Oh my gosh.
I'm vegan, but I eat fish.
I'm with her because the other day I was serving a table and I brought a cheeseburger for seat number 3, and all of his friend goes, "You know what pisses me off most about you, dude? You claim to be vegan and now you're eating a cheeseburger."
Are you done with him or
No, I'm done with the guy getting the cheeseburger. But just eat what you want.
Yeah. Yes. What are you doing? Why are you saying you're vegan and ordering cheeseburgers?
Isn't it funny that his friend just called him out like that? I loved that guy.
I love that guy. Is my hero. He's my president. He's running in 2020.
Also, the guy who ate the cheeseburger also had mozzarella sticks and a wedge salad with bacon on it.
Maybe something happened.
Yeah, maybe something was
I
wrong.
think like a plane crash with all of his relatives happened.
Into his head.
Into his appetite. Daddy, hungry. You and I laughed way too hard at that.
Okay, and then as we know from Twitter, Alex is done with hot polls.
Oh yeah, but I wanted you to speak to her about hot polls and you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
On Twitter you told her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said you got to wrap it.
You got to wrap that hot pole
You got to
in
wrap
some
it with
twine.
a rope. You got to wrap it with twine. And then Dara likes this smell, but in my apartment now in the winter, when the heat comes on, it burns the rope and it smells like burning rope in my apartment all winter.
And I love it. Because when you're on the bathroom toilet, you're smelling it and it's fun. Scott is done with Friends. I don't know if it's the show or just his own friends.
I think it's his own. Okay, real quick. Lauren said she's done with hand dryers. They shoot poo everywhere. And if you use one, you're a monster. Do you know what that means?
I think what she is trying to say is that they actually spread more germs around than like save the environment.
Oh, okay. So like if you didn't use soap.
Remember those things that were like the towel that like you kept pulling for some reason?
Yeah.
But it wasn't new ever.
Right.
What was that?
Wait, the used towel or the paper towels?
No, it was like a cloth towel.
Yes.
And like a loop and you would pull it, but like what was happening inside
Do you
the
know
box?
I've looked into getting one of those for my house?
Really?
Because I went somewhere and they had a really cool one. Like, because in my own house, I would just keep washing it. But that in a public space is really nasty.
And this is horrible.
Poop.
In elementary school, a kid tried to like hang himself on one of those.
Dara.
What? We're talking about
Oh
it.
my
You
God.
can cut it.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
What? You're just like poo poo pee pee. Does that mean poop? And you're like everything's just
You're
like. Oh, in Swedish is that poopy? Is that penis in Swedish?
You said like Pee-Pee Hole McGee is hot.
His name's Lapidus, and he writes thriller novels, and he's gonna be a household name.
Okay,
because he's gonna
okay.
be in my household, baby.
And in your pee-pee hole. Okay. Because that's how you have sex. Okay.
Do you have more duns?
No.
You guys, thank you for your duns. Submit them at DunPod. Oh my God, Betsy is knocking over everything.
God. Sorry. I have to turn my phone.
This interruption is insane. Are you okay?
Yeah, I didn't know that this was like that.
Okay. Thank you for submitting all of your duns to at DunPod. We love reading them. We love sharing them. Keep them coming.
Keep them coming, baby. And for our guest, you know her, you love her, you've seen her. She has a monthly show called This Doesn't Mean I'm Your Boyfriend at the UCB. Hi, Carly Ann Philbin.
Oh my gosh. Hi, you guys.
Hi, Car.
I'm so happy to be here.
We're so happy to have you.
Cool. We're all feeling the same about me.
Did you have fun in LA?
Oh, I forgot. I had so many mixed emotions in LA. I had a good time. I also had a 30-hour love affair.
What?
I
Talk
know.
to me.
I did. This guy came to I had 2 back-to-back shows, different shows. And this guy came to my show alone on a Tuesday night. And then he was actually being very mean to me. But like, what can I say? I need connection. So
Wait, he was negging you?
and I have never said that word. I've never thought that word about someone in a conversation with me. And he was negging me so hard. It was unbelievable. But I had already been flirting with him on stage because that's how I get my guys. I do crowd work. And so like he knew that I was attracted to him and like we had this attraction, but he was being so mean to me. But then the next day,
Well, maybe because your crowd work is being mean to people. So
Listen.
maybe he's giving it back to you.
Dara, that's a very general assessment of my comedy.
No, it's a very specific
I'm
assessment
not,
of
but
your
it's
comedy.
not necessarily mean, although I do agree with you on some level. Not just men, but also women try to match what
You
they...
called me a unibrow cunt from stage once.
There's no way I did that.
Yes, you
No, I
did. You don't
not.
remember because you're in your zone.
Wait, are you serious?
No, but
Okay,
it
but
is.
you can't say that because you know I've gotten in like trouble with... Don't say that.
Wait, you've got in trouble with who?
Spill it.
With white women.
I feel like you don't have to worry about white women.
I know, but I was really worried, and then all the gays came for her. Whatever, we can talk. I talked about this on another Forever Dog podcast, so go back through the podcast. Okay, but this is what I'm trying to say. When I get off stage, a lot of people that I meet will try to match what they perceive my energy is when they don't know I'm super funny and
That's
super smart and
literally
playing
what
a
I
character.
just said to you.
No, but I don't want my it doesn't sit well with me that you say my crowd work is mean because it's not always mean. It's
No, but you defined it better, like matching that energy.
Yes. Anyway, so we get off, but okay, so I'm flirting with him, so he thinks I like him, and I do, but he's being really mean to me, but like, what can I say? Like, that is the kind of energy I'm attracted to. It is very hard being a straight woman, and we don't talk about that enough because we are biologically attracted to straight men. And our whole life, we've been taught that those are the only people that to be afraid of. But yet, we can't help but want to be loved by them. It's very confusing. And I will write a book about it one day. Anyway, so he's hanging out all night and he's being really mean. And it's crazy. So I'm like, whatever. But then we're kind of making plans for this weekend. And I'm like, whatever, this is also fun. So then the next day he texts me and he apologizes for his bad behavior. And he basically was just like, I was just trying to be funny. I took it too far. We're texting all day. And he's like, do you want me to come to your show tonight? I had a different show that night. And I was like, I'd rather see you this weekend. We're talking about this weekend. He's like, I'm so sick. I never drink. So I think he was just like drinking a lot. It's not an excuse. Anyway, guess who comes to my show that night?
No.
This guy comes to my show. Then he
What's
texts-
his full name?
I can't. I'm in trouble with names right now. So
What aren't you in trouble
I'm
with?
in
I feel like
trouble.
there's police cars waiting to arrest you outside.
Listen, I'm in trouble because when I was a baby comedian, I was saying somebody's actual name in my comedy sets, and then I turned that set into a show that is now widely popular, and it's getting around to him that I was using his first and last name 6 years ago. So I can't really talk about names.
I love that, Carly. We all saw that show, and now you're acting like Like you're like didn't think saying his name would get back to him. Didn't you say it with the intention of him?
That show, the name was changed by that show. But when I just started out doing storytelling 6 years ago, this was actually the very first story I told. So I didn't know. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes.
Right.
Anyway, whatever. I'm in a lot of trouble, but I like it.
You do.
Anyway,
You're Thelma and Louising it.
oh my God, I love it. So then he's like, texts me, he's like, where are you? After the show, he comes, meets my friends, and we go out to dinner.
Where?
This really cute diner that I actually appreciated him taking me
What's
to.
it called?
Fred's in Silver Lake.
I know,
So
Fred's.
cute.
You do?
Have we gone to Fred's?
That's what I was
Yeah.
picturing.
But listen how cute
We've
this
been
is. It's so cute. It's like a comically big booth that we were sitting across from, so we had to sit in the middle. And I never do this. I ordered a waffle with strawberries and whipped cream. It was totally romantic.
Because it was like cinematic.
It was just like a rom-com. So we go back to the place I'm staying. He comes in and we like make out, and he knew he couldn't like stay. So it was so fun and innocent because I didn't feel any pressure to like fuck. I can say fuck, right?
No.
Okay. And I'm in trouble now with you.
You can say Whoopi in the pee.
No, I know that.
Pee pee poo hole.
I know that those are approved phrases.
Lapidus.
Yes. I said no pee pee, no peenie in my pee.
okay.
Pee. Anyway, it was really, really fun. And then he left, and that was a Wednesday, and on a Friday I texted him the emoji where it's like a blonde raising her hand. I don't know if it's in my phone. It's a blonde.
Yeah.
And he never texted me back.
Wow, that is hot as hell.
Is that hot? Is it hot or is it boring?
Is he a comedian?
No. Well, he's a working commercial actor, and he'll tell everyone that.
Ew,
Oh
he should
my
not
God,
tell people
what has he
that.
done?
I
A
know,
Geico
I know.
commercial?
No, he's like
Gross.
he's like a spokesman for a brand.
Is it Thomas
For
Middleton?
Is it the old man? That old man who does the hotel ones?
Oh, is it Ben Stein who does the eye drops?
It's all of those. It's all.
Captain Obvious.
Yep.
Oh, I bet that guy fucks like a rock star.
Ew.
Captain Obvious.
Obviously.
Okay, wait. So yeah, that is a 30-hour love affair, and
Yes,
we like
it is.
it.
I love it because I'm looking for content.
So you didn't care.
I did care because then once he rejected me, then I'm pissed. Even though I was like, this guy's me.
You started off playing games. You're going to play games the whole 30 hours. Let's be done. Let's move on.
And I'm glad we are, and we're here now. Anyway, but besides that, I liked LA and I didn't like LA, as everybody does.
Okay.
It gets dark there. You think that it gets dark later, but it doesn't. It gets dark at the same time it does on the East Coast.
No, it
Oh,
doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Like it doesn't get dark at you mean 5 p.m. their time.
Yes, it gets
Yeah,
dark.
okay.
Don't fight.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm right.
Checks out.
Not to one up you or anything, but in Sweden, it got dark at 3 p.m.
I like
Wow.
that.
You know, I was in Copenhagen for 2 weeks, which is next door neighbors.
I actually do know now where Copenhagen is after visiting Scandinavia.
And I agree with the men.
The men are just
Hot.
Yeah, they're really hot.
lightning
No
rods.
one in Carrie's family was hot in Copenhagen.
Oh my God, I can't even
Who's
get
Carrie?
started on Carrie's
On
fucking
Dallas.
storyline this year.
Sickos.
It's so nothing. She is such a nothing character. I'll get it.
we can't talk.
Okay, we
housewives.
can. Okay. Follow
okay.
me on my own personal Instagram and Twitter for my hot takes on the Real Housewives of Dallas.
Okay, Carly, let's get into what you're done with besides this guy. What's your first done?
Okay, my first done is, and this is controversial, which I'm sure so many dones are. My first done is unsolicited baby pics. I didn't ask for them. I don't want to see them. I have no connection to this. And now I'm suddenly a horrible person because I'm not, my voice doesn't raise and my face doesn't scrunch every time a little picture of a baby. I don't care. I don't know this baby. I don't know your sister. I don't care. It really gets me mad. And also,
You're talking sent directly to you.
no, I'm talking like if I was with you guys and you're like, oh my God, look at my sister's baby. Look at my niece. And I'm like, I never have met your sister. And even if I have, I don't care about this baby. I do not care. And then it gets me so heated when people assume that I'm gonna like this. And I don't. And also, I'm a woman of a certain age. You can't just go showing women baby pics. You have no idea what's going on in their personal life. It's so aggravating to me. If it was a video and they were actually doing something funny or interesting, maybe, but ask my permission first.
This is...
There needs to be consent.
Thank you.
Like a very straightforward yes before someone
Would
shows
you like to see this picture of a baby you don't know? No, I would not.
No means no.
Exactly.
Because it's never one.
It doesn't matter if there's one or a million. I don't know this baby. You could be showing me a picture of a house plant. It means nothing to me, and you've wasted my time. And then you've made me feel like I need to be excited for this baby or think it's cute. And it really makes me angry, and I'm done.
I think that's a great done.
I think it's a great done too. I also think it also annoys me a little bit when some people do it to me, but I do it to some people now. I'm finding myself.
Are you an aunt?
But when people show me pictures of babies, sometimes I'm like, okay, this is going to be like a 20-minute thing. And you have to have the same big reaction every picture.
What if it was just a one picture, a one-off? How would you feel?
I like it.
Because is it because you have a baby in your life?
I like babies.
But is that because you have a baby in your life?
Probably. Probably. Well, how do you feel there?
I feel like I have a lot of babies in my life, like through friends and like their networks, and I like getting updates on those babies. I'm invested in their lives. I'm here for that. If you show me a baby unsolicited of someone I do not know, and if I just met you, I do not give a shit, and I'm harsh on babies. I don't think they're all cute. They're not all created equally.
They're not.
Some are disgusting.
Some are disgusting, and
that's fine.
newborns don't
And you know
even
what?
show
That's
pictures
fine.
of
They're going to
newborns.
look different in 3 months. It's fine if the baby's not cute. We don't all have to be
But
like it's cute.
I don't want to be forced to say it's cute. And what else are you supposed to say when you see a stranger? It's like, I'm not going up to people and being like, look at my grandpa. He's incapacitated and someone else is taking care of him. Like, make a comment about how cute he is.
Wait, Dara, that is one of my duns. I don't know if I've ever said that on the pod. When people take photos with their really old grandmothers and grandfathers that look like they're dying.
Wait, when people are at weddings and look amazing, and then they're with their grandparents who are like in a wheelchair, it's so
saying.
sad.
It's like sparkly snow and the dying wet leaves of autumn
Yes.
next to each other.
Don't post that.
Okay, but can we get back to my...
Okay. But I agree with you that we're at an age where talking about children can be a really sensitive subject for some women. So don't ask when someone's going to have babies or make it about them, because it's a really sensitive subject for a lot of women.
I mean, that's kind of an offshoot. The first one is just the audacity that you think that I would care about something so personal to you that I'm so removed from. I have no window into this life. I don't have a baby in my life is offensive. But then second of all, yes, you don't know what's going on with a woman in general. You have no idea if she you don't know, if she miscarried or if she had an abortion or if she found out she can never get pregnant, or even if she just broke up with her boyfriend. You have no idea what's going on with a woman that leads her to think about a baby, at least for me. And it's, oh my God, it gets me so heated. But I want to circle back to something Dara said. If it's a friend's baby that I've met, I think the circumstances are a little bit different. And I think actually friends are more, I think if it's a friend's baby, they're more understanding. They're like, yeah, my stupid baby, whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah, I love when people are like that.
Yes, but it's like, I truly have never met your cousin's, friend from college. And I don't want to see her baby.
There is a flip side to this where there are some babies out there that I seek out that I have no connection with. Like a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend has once showed me a baby that is the funniest, cutest, fattest, chubbiest baby. And I'm this perverted person who just wants to keep looking at this baby.
Sure.
I'm in the wrong there.
and on my flip side is there are people I have friends that have small children that take videos of small children, and I think they're the funniest things in the world. But their videos, their content, it's giving me something to consume.
I like funny baby videos too.
I don't like funny baby videos.
Yeah, like funny kids
if they're
doing
on
funny
Instagram, and if I seek them out, that's fine. But I don't give a fuck. And every single picture you've shown me of this baby, they look the same.
And you don't need to put an Instagram filter that makes your baby look pretty on it. That's not okay.
That being said, I must disclose something.
Okay.
You know, I have babysat for a baby, and I won't stop putting that baby on Instagram against the parents' knowledge.
Carly,
You cannot do that.
you literally can go to jail.
No, but I think that they know now, and it's honestly not a big deal. And it's not a big deal as you guys are thinking. So don't. I'm already in trouble for a lot of other things, so we can't do it now.
There's
But,
your trouble.
But I guess people know that I babysit this little baby, and if they want to look, they can look. If not, they won't. But it's also a video. It's always videos, and he's doing something funny.
I'm not into your like video versus picture thing. I think it's like all the same. But I get where
No,
you're.
it's not. A picture of a baby is just a baby sitting. But if it's a baby, I saw a video of a baby that learned how to do the dance to Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is funny. I will watch that. But if that was a picture of this baby.
Get me a video of a baby with an animal. We're good.
The cutest baby in the world is Zach Roloff's baby.
Who's?
Oh, really?
Little
Is
people,
it
big
just
world.
surrounded by pumpkins?
He was in October.
He was born on the harvest
He's
moon.
so cute. I truly can't get enough of him. Okay, Carly, what is the second thing you're done with?
Okay. Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to go with this one. Although, Betsy, I think you're going to get really mad at me for this because one time I said I was done with this years ago, and you were like, but you do it.
Okay, well, tell me.
Okay. I am done with one size fits all catchphrases. Like when people start a sentence with "ya girl," when people say something like, "Hey, if you're not eating apples with peanut butter, you're doing it wrong." And it's like, a couple years ago when like they were like, cats love tacos, said no one ever. Like those like free jokes that people can just say and they get away with it, and they're like, it's counted as creativity or personality. I can't stand.
It's horrible.
Okay, but do you remember that one time that you said that I do that?
I think you probably do that.
Yeah, but
That is your comedy. No, just kidding.
you're mean.
Well, like that's like meme culture now.
Yes.
Meme culture is so much smarter than that. I feel
I
like
agree.
the best memes, I'm like, I don't understand any of these.
Me too. And I do love memes. I think they're great. And
No,
I
love memes the most. I'm the
I love
youngest.
memes.
I get lost in kale salad for hours on
What's kale
frickin'
salad?
end.
I know kale salad.
If you're not following kale salad,
I know kale salid.
you have to add them and they have to add you back.
I've never heard.
What?
I
Okay,
will
it's like a
Google.
better beige cardigan. Do you know beige cardigan? These are really
They're
popular
all like
meme
fat
pages.
Jewish, but
I hate fat Jewish.
I know. Whatever.
Yeah. Well,
I hate kale salad.
do you?
I don't know.
I
really.
Do you know Picasso the dog
No.
or something? Fluffy Picasso is a
Betsy,
dog.
I had
meme.
no idea your intelligence for Instagram.
Yeah, she's deep.
Fluffy Picasso is really funny. Okay, anyways, back to this.
Do I sometimes say yes, honey, all the
But
time?
that's not a joke.
And I claim it, but it's a catchphrase. It's a one size fits all catchphrase.
What
Okay.
about that feeling when?
That's not.
No one would ever
that's a
say that
meme.
in loud. No one ever would say that out loud.
If
Ryan
someone-
says it in life.
Because he's ironic and funny.
Yeah, but,
Oh, yeah,
but
okay.
it's okay. So of course there's a line because, sorry everybody listening to this in mid America, but we have
That's
a different
catchphrase.
We didn't have a sense. Betsy, I mean,
I was like,
I'll
what?
take it.
we have a different sense of humor than Middle America.
But said no one ever is so funny that people thought that was such a thing. It kills me.
I like that. Like,
I'm gonna tweet said no one ever. Said no one ever. Oh,
I kinda
really?
wanna-
Like now it's so funny and
No, but
so
okay,
stupid.
but you have to understand. Like some of us are using this ironically, and some of us are using it because we can't formulate any creative catchphrases.
Right, I can't, so I'm going to use that one. Thank you.
Okay, but I think
Thank
you
you.
can.
Next.
Oh my god.
But I seriously have a problem with your girl. Your
what-
boy.
Okay, what is your problem with it? Let's dissect that.
I think I've just said it.
You've said it.
You mean specifically your
Who's
girl?
on first?
like if I texted you and said your girl needs some tacos.
I would say
That's not
Betsy,
a
don't ever talk to
catchphrase.
me.
That's just like kind
Yeah.
of how to form a sentence structure.
I think it is a catchphrase.
Saying like the subject of your sentence can't be like your girl needs a new sweater isn't like
Then what would you
your
call it?
girl needs a new sweater.
You would say a commonly used preface? Like, what would you say? I think it's fine that I'm using the word catchphrase to describe it. I truly think it's fine.
Well,
and I think we
taking
need to
issue
all
with it.
expand our horizons on what a catchphrase
I
is.
think said no one ever is still so funny.
Yeah.
But okay, wait.
Why
What's
are
another
you
one? What's
harping
another
on
one?
that?
Because I like it. Mommy likey in her little tummy. Okay, what's another one?
Okay, I don't hate this as much because I think it's loving and it's trying to come from a good place. But fam. Hey, fam.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
do?
that's really popular. No, I don't like it.
I just think, okay, of course there's leeway and all these things. And like I said, I say yes, honey, all the time. I say yes all the time. But that's honestly just coming out of me. It's not premeditated. I can't stop it.
But that's a famous catchphrase.
I know, and I'm admitting to this right now. But that doesn't mean I don't have a problem with it. I could eat
I think I know why you don't like it.
Please tell me.
I feel like how we speak, like words are really important to you, and like you like to have control, and these like how everyone speaks around us is like it's like osmosis, and it like seeps in, and you feel like parts of other people's thoughts are like infiltrating your brain without you even knowing it. It's like a parasite.
I think half of that was right. The latter half was totally wrong.
Okay.
But I just feel like people are getting credit for having personalities when they're not. They're just using something that they know works for everyone else.
Yeah.
And it makes me mad because I'm creative because I have a personality. And
speaking to my own thing though, like I do get upset when I'm like saying something and I'm like, that's not how I talk. Like, why am I saying that? Because like you just soak it up and absorb it and spit it back out.
I've done that too. The reason I'm mad at it is because I will start to do that when I can't think of a joke. Like I can't think of a punchline. And I'm like, oh, this is so fucking easy. Like delete that tweet, delete that Insta story. People say you're doing it wrong. It's like a free punchline. And it is so aggravating to me.
I don't even know what that is.
Like people will say like,
I'm sorry.
if you've never been to the Rockettes Christmas Spectacular, you're doing New York wrong.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like that. It's like, can you have like just sat with yourself for 2 minutes and thought of something, your actual opinion? What do you actually think about the Rockettes Christmas Spectacular and people who've never seen it? And phrase it in a creative way.
Are you talking about people speaking on Twitter or people speaking in real life?
Both?
Because I feel like people on Twitter, that's part of the game of it, is to take that meme and add on their own
I'm
stamp.
not talking about memes though.
But I think you are, and you don't realize it.
No, I'm not.
Because
and I
some
feel
of
like
these
that's
catchphrases,
insulting.
no, but catchphrases can be memes. Like you're doing it wrong can be a meme.
Sure, but I'm not talking about the most creative way to put a twist on a commonly used phrase.
Okay.
Also, your girl and your boy is often used verbally.
Do you mean, but do you also
Do you guys know what I mean?
people's captions on Instagram?
Am I making sense?
Or just somebody's genuine post on Instagram, like a real
Or
photo,
Facebook, yes.
or Facebook, and then they put this
R.I.P.
phrase on it instead of saying like, "I had a great time seeing the ricots." I sold the ricots. Something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
or not even like a caption, or like a genuine tweet or a sentence.
I think those people speak for themselves. They can't think of anything funny, and now
so they don't speak for themselves.
Okay, but then people in New York.
I mean, like we all know they're not funny or creative, and they need like a little. They need keywords every now and then.
They need the safety wheels on.
Yeah.
Sure.
They're right on a tricycle.
Sure, but I think there's no room for that in like the comedians I hang out with or the New York. I don't think you should be saying it if you live in New York City. I do not. Thank you.
But they don't do comedy. They have 9 to 5s, and they just want to post on Instagram and feel funny.
This is crazy.
Why are you against me? I thought this was a supportive podcast where everything someone said they're done with, we're like, yeah.
No. I'm playing.
You said that old people shouldn't be photographed, and I was on your side. I wasn't like, well, Betsy, this might be their last picture, and like I didn't say anything.
I know why people take pictures with them, but it's upsetting if you're taking a picture with your grandmother.
Because you're
in the
like,
hospital.
shit, we haven't taken pictures of her for the last 30 years because we've ignored her. Now let's go take a picture of Grandpa.
All right. So
Carly, I just love you, and I can have a conversation with you, which is why.
I know, am I getting defensive? I have a defensive problem, but I'm not mad.
Let's talk about that.
No, I'm already.
Okay.
Listen, my therapist is trying to literally in slow motion
Kill you?
No, from the time somebody says something that irritates me to the moment I react, she's trying to slow that down by millisecond and figure out what goes through my brain because I'm so. She's like, "What sets you off?" And I'm like, literally anybody who has a different opinion than I do.
Really?
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, that's interesting that.
And I also don't know how to be fake at all.
Good.
So I
Don't
can't-
be fake.
No, but then I wish I could just be like, okay, that's your opinion. And I'm like, no, you're an idiot.
So what do you say when people show you a baby that you don't want to look at?
I'm hoping that they'll read my face. I'm like,
I'm trying to get to the bartender. Move over, lady.
I know this is this is an audio medium and you couldn't see the face I just made. And I apologize for that.
No, they can. They're smart.
Do you guys want to go to my next? Do we have anything? Or it's you guys. You guys leave.
No, you host this podcast. Go ahead.
Anyway, I'm done with commonly used catchphrases, and I will consider them catchphrases.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do I use them? Sure, but I'm
Right.
self-aware.
Right.
No.
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
What's the third thing you're done with?
Okay, well, I kind of have two. They're tied, but I guess I'll just say one.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, ask forgiveness, not permission.
You're right. I'm going to say both of them. I'm just going to squeeze them in because I feel like they're short. Okay.
Okay, let's do them both really fast.
Mail that's disguised as important.
Oh.
Naughty.
Specifically coming from Spectrum, who I feel like is ruining the environment. They cut down so many trees to send me promotions that are disguised as bills.
Yeah, and
Spectrum
it
is
says
our
time
like
sensitive.
Comcast.
Yes.
It says time sensitive, and they are naughty.
Well, I'm already a Spectrum subscriber. I don't know why. What are you trying to make me do?
And no, bitch, I don't want a phone in my apartment. Actually, I do.
I
think
love
that
a
would be
good piece
nice.
of mail though. So like if it does say it's important, I like that
You like the
Do you
feeling.
brief excitement.
But do you get mail from Spectrum specifically?
Oh yeah.
I get like
Me too.
3 items a week.
Me too.
I
It's
like how you
horrible.
phrase this though, because you could read this as mail, MALE, disguised as important too. Because I feel like all males are disguised as important.
Shit. And you're maybe
So what's really going on,
I
Carly
guess
Ann?
it's the MALE.
That's a book title. That's a book title.
No, that's a book title.
That's
I was almost gonna say my book title. I'm like, you bitches, I'm not giving you my title. Anyway, I truly hate Spectrum and stop it. And you're ruining the environment and stop it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your fourth done?
Okay, I'm gonna call it argument one-upmanship. And this is what I mean. If somebody gets genuinely I'm not gonna use names. I'm gonna refer to a real Twitter incident. Well, the real name I'm going to use is Louis C.K. So he like recently came back on stage and people were having a conversation about it online. And somebody was like, okay, well, while everyone's arguing about this man, families are being separated at the border. And it's like, okay, we're allowed to hold different arguments of different weight at the same time. And it's such bullshit. And if we always went to the empteenth argument, then all of us would have given away all of our everything we own and live in the woods and wouldn't have a carbon footprint. And it makes me mad that people can't just have a small little argument without someone being like, okay, well, Trump's the president, or like,
I agree so hard on this one.
thank
Me
you.
too.
I'm glad that I snuck it
It's
in.
not like nothing
It's a
is
good one.
binary, and people can hold multiple things important in their mind at the same time.
Yes, and just let people have a discussion about one thing. And then if you want to talk about the thing you want to talk about that you think is the most important, then have that as a separate
Yeah.
discussion.
Also, these things are on all of our minds all the time.
Yes.
Stop.
Like if you were talking about your chipped nails and you're like, oh my God, blah, 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 then I would never be like, okay, well, people are starving. You know, it's like such bullshit. It's like I would sympathize with you and then I would say, hey, did you read this article about
I do that to myself though with food. I'm like, if there is a full plate of food and I'm full, I will be like, people are starving, and then I have to eat it all.
No, put it in
That's
the fridge,
okay.
girl. Put it in
Sometimes
the
you
fridge.
can't put it in the fridge.
You can
Sometimes
put
you can't.
everything in the fridge. There's
No.
not
No,
one
so
thing.
I'm saying like you're not at your home.
You're at a
like,
restaurant.
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's why
You're at a restaurant. Betsy, you take it with.
You're not going home.
you're going to a Broadway show. You're going to Hamilton. You finally got ticks.
This doesn't relate to me because I'll take food anywhere. But
I love that's a great quality.
thank you, and it is true.
Book title.
Oh, no, I'm not telling you bitches my book title. Stop trying to get out of me.
We're just giving you book titles. We haven't asked you once
What's
what it
the book
is.
title, Betsy?
Bring my food everywhere.
Honey, I bring my food everywhere. Kabam, ba-bam, ba-bam.
Said no one ever. So those are my duns.
Those are great duns.
You think so?
I like how you took very general or like specific weird things, amorphous things, and gave them a title.
Thank you.
You're one of
Are
the
you
first
busy?
guests to really do that.
No, I'm not. I'm looking at my
Are
phone.
you texting someone?
No, I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at
Are you going on another
actually
podcast?
all the other duns I didn't do. So I was trying to squeeze one more in.
Well,
like
I know
coffee
you
mug
were.
collections.
No.
Coffee mug collections?
Done with them. You need 2 coffee mugs the most. Memories live in the heart.
You are rude for
Okay,
this
that was
one.
psycho. We're going to
You're
have you
rude
escorted
for
out of
this
here.
one. You have to leave right now. But
sorry.
first, we are gonna crucify you just over here by ourselves, and
Okay,
you're
okay.
not gonna listen. We're gonna discuss your duns, and we're gonna come up with the one that you're gonna be done with forever.
Okay.
So hum to yourself, talk about yourself to yourself, take your headphones off, and don't listen for real.
Okay.
Do something where you won't be listening to us.
Okay.
Okay, so Carly's done where she's done with people showing them her.
Wait, why did you write Betsy swallowing her gum? I didn't swallow it. I threw it away.
No, you asked if you should swallow it, and I thought that was disgusting, and I was going to say I'm done with it.
Okay, well, I need to tell everyone that I feel really tired. I feel like a puddle in a chair, and I didn't want to get up to throw the gum away.
How do you think Alex Mack feels every day of her goddamn life?
She's lucky. I bet going
I just want
into
to have a magic power where I can turn into a puddle.
I bet that feels like a little nap every time she does it.
I bet it feels like her water breaks and she's like giving birth.
Oh, but it's like, feels good.
Feels like a fart. Okay, so don't swallow your gum and don't ask me if you should. You should never. Disgusting.
Don't listen.
Oh, I thought it was time.
No, we'll tell you what
Oh my God, you're literally hosting this podcast.
Get away.
What do people usually do when you tell them they can't listen?
Hum to yourself.
Hum?
Ba-ra-ba-bum-bum.
Okay, so she's done with people showing them babies that she doesn't know. She's done with one size fits all catchphrases.
Yeah.
She's done with male disguised as important, which will not use that one. And she's done with argument one-upmanship, specifically like on Twitter. Yeah. So what do you think she should be the most done with?
I think she has really good reasons for all of these.
I know, these were
I think
good.
These are really good duns, and I understand all of them.
Same.
I mean, I understand most things, but I mean,
I know some things I didn't understand, like with the catchphrases, and like me and Carly are probably going to be in a fight after
you guys,
this. There's
you guys
tension.
didn't see this, but they ripped off their clothes and they were about to fight,
Guys.
and it was hot. All right,
Carly,
you're done. Keep humming.
you don't have to hum. You can just sit there. You literally can just sit there.
All right, all right. So
Okay.
which one do you think she should really be done with? I think the babies, you have to sometimes you just have to look at the damn picture.
I don't know. She could say I'm not interested.
That would be good
Yeah.
for her.
I think she could use just saying how she feels.
I do too, but in a night doesn't have to be aggressive.
Right. So maybe not that one. One size fits all catchphrases. She has a little more control over her usage of those.
Yeah, but if people are always going to use these things.
Right. But she can be done with herself using them.
Yeah, but she uses them like ironically, kind of. She doesn't even know she uses them.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Same.
All right,
Okay. An argument one-upmanship.
I think you can actually do something about this one. I think you can reply to those people and say, truly start a new thread if you want to talk about this, but this isn't the space for this right now.
I think that applies to the babies. I think she can use that type of logic for both and be done with both.
This is why we have you here.
Let's get her back. Okay, Carly.
Oh my
wow.
God.
Wow.
Oh my
wow.
God, you should have heard everything we were saying.
I heard literally, truly nothing, and my ears hurt.
Good.
I'm sorry.
Thank
All right,
you.
your hair color looks nice.
Oh yeah, your hair looks really nice.
Thank you.
Okay, so Carly, we had a talk and we decided that what you should be done with, and this has never happened before, but you should be done with 2 of your duns. You should be done with people showing you pictures of their babies that you don't care about.
Thank you.
And argument one-upmanship, and Betsy can explain why.
So I think in these situations, these are kind of something you can control. And in our example, when we were chatting over here, it was when people do the one-upping of arguments, you can kindly reply to them on the internet or in person and say, hey, we're having a conversation about this one thing. If you truly want to start a conversation about this thing, you can start it in a new thread. Just like, hey, we're not talking about that. Like a little kid who says something out of place and you say, we're not talking about that right now.
Wow.
Same with the baby.
And same with the baby.
Wow.
You're like, I'm ordering a margarita right now. I'm not looking at a baby that I don't know.
I actually think it's easier to be done with baby pics than the argument went up in Chip.
I think, like, how can someone be mad at suggesting that? Like, they're like derailing the conversation.
Yeah.
And they think it's just like, just try it.
Okay, I'll try it.
You're done with those things forever. Like, you just don't have to deal with them anymore.
Okay, thank you.
How do you
guys-
feel?
I just, I'm so appreciative of you guys and your advice. And I'm just really appreciative. And I feel like I have a new lease on life, which is a commonly used phrase.
And we think that you use those phrases and don't know it. And you really need to figure that out.
I think that you guys are both wrong and I retract my previous statement.
Well, I think it's hard to like, you have to define what those are and then be like we all use idioms, like, and like, but in your jokes and your humor, you can easily
I want
choose
this
not to
whole
use those
podcast
things.
deleted.
No, it's not. It's not. Okay. Anyways, this was so much fun. And
Do you
we had
mean that? But
such
do you
a great
mean
time
that?
with you.
Do you mean
we
that?
do mean it.
Carly-Ann, we love you.
Oh my God.
And I do love the Rockets.
The Roquettes. Oh, in Sweden, they say Roquefort cheese very strangely.
What's Roquefort?
Yeah, I don't know what that is
cheese?
either.
Oh my God.
Way down in Rockefort, Bahama.
Betsy,
Sounded
what are
like
you
that.
doing? Are you singing Kokomo like Beach Boys?
Damn, she figured me out.
You think Kokomo sounds similar to Rokomo cheese? I guess it does. It does. It does.
You said Rokomo, not Roquefort.
Because I knew what she was thinking was Rokomo.
Way down in Rockefort.
Bahama.
Wait, we can also do like,
Thank
so
you.
come on, do
The
Rokomo
Rokomo
with me. See,
one.
that's my new catchphrase. No one else is going to say Rokomotion.
You don't know that for sure.
I do know that for sure.
I love a pungent cheese and 90s dance.
Wait, what do you mean? What did they say?
I forgot. We derailed. It's fine. Carly-Ann, thank you so much for coming on our pod. Please remind our listeners when your show is again.
Sure. My show, This Doesn't Mean I'm Your Boyfriend, is twice a month. And you got to look at my Instagram for those specific dates. But just
Okay.
do that.
It's such a great show,
It's
and
such a
everyone
great
should
show.
go
I know.
see
And
it.
actually, after I did, you guys were both at my first show.
Mm-hmm.
And Dara, you sent me an email afterwards and said, great show. I thought that was really
Okay.
nice of you.
Okay,
Never mind.
You thought you were about to get
I
it?
thought you were gonna like hand me my ass, or like that I gave you like a
See?
note or something.
You think I'm mean. You think
In a
everything that
to-go
comes out is
container.
mean, and it's not.
No,
Yes, you did. You said the
no,
beginning of the podcast, and then you proved it here.
No, Carly, I think
didn't. She
I'm
didn't.
mean and that I sent something mean. And you were going to tell me that I said, like, hey, great show. I have some notes or like something insane like that.
Okay. Well, people are getting separated at the border, so let's just.
Oh my God, that shit. But also Kelly Dodd does do that now on Housewives. That is
She's
funny.
my favorite.
Okay.
It's so good. Go to a soup kitchen.
Wait. Also, her daughter did say, "I can't believe all the kids here are going to be poor forever."
It's
like
true,
that-
though. That's how like new America works. She ain't wrong.
All right, it's fine. Jolie's right. All right,
Jolie
is right.
Jolie.
What a shame that her name is
Go.
Jolie.
I know, but it's hot. All right.
Whoa, Betsy, she's
All right.
She's 11.
Spun around in my chair.
Okay, everyone. You've been trying to end this podcast for a good 10 minutes.
Why don't you end it for us?
No,
You guys think-
no.
Oh, okay. If two improvisers sitting at the table saying no and
No.
minutes apart.
I'm gonna say a couple things that we have to say, and then you'll end it.
I don't have to end it.
All right, fine.
You guys
were-
for listening. I just want to say that we all are friends here.
Yeah, we really.
Okay, go on.
We all sleep in one big bed.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Carly-Ann. Thank you, Dare. Thank you, guys. Subscribe. Please review. Send us your duns. This has been a great time. Thanks, Emma.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
And
Bye,
that being said,
Carly-Ann.
we wish you all a great night.
Forever. Dog.
This has been a Forever Dog production. Done is produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Emma Foley. Music by Brooks Allison. For more original podcasts, please visit foreverdogpodcasts.com and subscribe to our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following us on Twitter,